Tier list time, baby. Tier list time. Starting with Adam. Adam got a big buff this season, like a really nice buff. He got a buff to his res, a buff to his right click where it gives him more heals more often, and what else did the buff chat? Yeah, I think that's the two buffs, but the alt buff is huge for Adam. It's like really big. It makes it so like if you get res by Adam, you're not like instant dead if someone shoots you, which is nice for Adam, you know. I think he's probably like, I'd say he's like A tier and like a good support comp now. I'd say he's like A tier. One sec, let me make Boyd shut the fuck up. I think he's like A tier and like a good support comp. The Luna team up is really nice as well if you play him alongside the Luna. I think he's a solid pick, and he's going to be used a lot more alongside Ultron. Well, not alongside, but like in place of Ultron, where Ultron would normally be played over him. Black Panther is still good this season, but in like high rank to pro play, I'd say he's like B tier, maybe low A. I think he's more B tier though. I think the character is, he's what, I think the dash nerf is impacting him a good bit, and so is the audio cue nerf, where he's louder with footsteps. But the character is still really volatile, where he can just insta kill your entire team randomly. It's crazy how much damage you can just burst instantly on like multiple players. So I think in the right hands he's still really good, but to the average BP player he's definitely nerfed 100%. Black Widow. Black Widow's like whatever this season, bro. I think she might even be D tier. I think Black Widow is like never played at all. I don't see her played. I can't lie. I think she's just meh. Her ult is just meh. Her utility is good, but like the character is, she's very niche. A lot of the maps don't favour this character as well, which is not great for Black Widow, and you're better off playing a lot of other hit scans. So that's all I'm saying. Her win rate's really low, but keep in mind that a lot of players do swap to Black Widow when they want to troll the game, so that will impact it. Hulk is like, I'd say he's high A this season, maybe S. High A. I'm gonna go high A. Hulk's high A. Still really solid. Hasn't had any changes this season, but yeah, nothing really impacts him. Although I do think Blade, as a new addition, actually counters Hulk, and I can talk about that when we get to Blade. But to explain why he counters Hulk, it's because of the two dashes. The two dashes actually boop you twice, and the fact that you get booped on Hulk, it actually stops you from getting your super jump. So if a Hulk goes in deep, you can just push him twice and he's dead, like guaranteed, and he gets anti-healed. So Blade is actually really good into Hulk, super good into Hulk. Captain America, still like really good pick. I'd say Cap is probably maybe a step over Hulk. I think Cap is actually a step over Hulk. I think Cap is like the best tank ult in the game, and the character's like really good at harassing and diving. And with like a Psylocke, he's like Thanos. Like there's nothing the backline can really do against it. I think this character will always be like really solid. Always really solid. Cloak and Dagger is an S tier pick. Still really good this season, no changes. I think they made the ult take longer, but she's still charging it like fast as fuck. The ult is really good. Her utility is amazing. Nothing more to say about this character. Strange is probably like alongside Hulk in terms of how good he is. Ult's really good, damage is really good. He's just a bit squishy against certain characters like Wolverine, Emma, whatnot. With the right bans, Strange can succeed a lot, and in the right player's hands, this character is like insane for carry. Strange is still really good this season, but I'd say he's like A. Groot might be S tier this season. I'm just saying, like the new Groot Mantis Loki comp is insane. If you play that shit with Ultron as well, it's so good. And then Groot can just farm his ult so fast now with the healing, because he gets the healing off the wall, that gives him ult charge, plus the damage that he deals gives him ult charge. He's got an ult like every fight. Character's insane. I think he's probably like OS for sure. Hawkeye with Widow, like he's like a whatever character right now. In the right player's hands, he can like snowball, kill everyone randomly, but overall the character is just inconsistent, and because of that I'd say he's like C alongside Widow. Hella's A tier, probably like alongside Strange, I'd say. Hella's a good pick. but she's just not the best pick in a lot of cases. No one bans Hela. Hela's like a whatever. If someone plays Hela, it's like, thank God they're not in Phoenix, thank God they're not in Psylocke, thank God they're not in Torch, thank God they're not on all these DPS that are just better, right? I think the character is where she should be in terms of balance. I'm happy where she is in terms of balance. But she's one of those characters where you need to be hitting headshots, otherwise you're not doing anything. If you're hitting body shots, it's kind of like whatever. I think Hela is too squishy as well, and her escape tools and stuff are not anywhere near as good as Phoenix. I don't know why Phoenix has 275 HP with self-healing, with an immortality dodge button, flying, stuns, and fucking burst damage, and then her melees are better. Her melees are better than like most melee characters. Insane character, bro. And her ult also heals her to full when she uses it, unlike Hela's. She's also a hard counter to Hela because she instantly break Hela up. Like, Phoenix is just 10 times better than Hela, but Hela's not like terrible, you know? I think Hela's ult is pretty trash, though. I rarely ever see Hela ult kill. What do you mean her melee is better? Phoenix melee is one of the best melees in the game. It's insane. Phoenix melee is insane. And if you combine it with the tech that people do with the flying, it just insta-bursts everyone. Iron Fist is actually good, I'd say. I think Iron Fist is like here. I've seen a lot of Iron Fist just not die and just like fucking kill everyone. Like, if you give this character Snowflake, he's insane. Or Drone. The character just like takes no damage when he's doing the rapid punches, and he's like super annoying if the person knows what his limitations are. And he actually got some really nice buffs this season in terms of damage, and they got some nice buffs in terms of team up. Iron Man. I think Iron Man's still good. He's like, I think he's above Hela. Iron Man's still decent. I think paired with Ultron he's insane. Torch is just better for choice, but Iron Man ult is really nice. I think if you ban Magneto, this character's like really oppressive. Especially if you ban Magneto. That's my take on Iron Man. Jeff. Jeff is, in pro play, if used correctly, this character is really nice. I've seen a lot of people use Jeff in ranked and not be good, but Mehu is one of those players that like are consistently good with Jeff. I don't think that the average Jeff player is anywhere near as good as what he could be. I think Jeff is probably like A tier, like here. In the right player's hands, this character is kind of insane. He has a lot of like crazy potential. Where you can pair him with Dive is really good as well. But the average player is like here, but the really good Jeff players can be here with the max potential the character has. Like you saw Rad 1 ignite with Jeff, you know. Loki S tier still like probably, I think he's the best support in the game still. Wait, let me put it in terms of, I think Cap's better than Cork. Loki's still the best healer in the game, nothing more to say about it. Nothing's really changed with Loki. He's just really good utility, amazing ult, amazing healing per second and damage. Crazy survivability tools. Loki's insane. Luna is alongside Loki, best support ult in the game. Crazy treatments to this character where they're just always buffing her, always making her better for some reason. She has everything, she has her cake, and she eats it, and she's got a cake. Yeah, the character's kind of insane. TeamCaptains single-handedly creating Jeff meta after this video. Bro, they've already created it in Ignite. Fucking Rad did it. Magic. I think Magic's better than Hawkeye and Widow. I think she's like low B. Character's like pretty decent. I think she's solid. She just gets countered by a lot of things quite easily. But in the right player's hands, she can be pretty good. I think that she's not terrible, but she's not great. She's just a whatever character. I genuinely think she's just a whatever character. Magneto is still S tier. I think he's like here. This character's always getting buffed for some reason. Favorited by the devs. He's very boring to play in my opinion, but he's kind of like a necessary character to play a lot of the situations that you're in. Character's still really good. Solid. Always will be, unless they heavily nerf him. The new nerf that they gave him doesn't really impact him at all. He's basically the same. Mantis has actually jumped up quite a lot this season. I think Mantis is probably like here. This character got a really good team up. A really nice ult buff. And if you play triple support comps with Mantis, they're really oppressive, really insane. The character is insanely good right now. Insanely good. The ult is way better than it was. And it can survive a lot of things that Luna ult would have died to, or Cloak ult would have died to, because of the bonus health. So Mantis is actually really strong, if played with triple support, that is. Damage boost that you can give your teammates as well is really good utility. She's good at defending you against divers and stuff. Moon Knight's like a whatever character. I don't think he's terrible, but he's like a niche. And you need to kind of combo with his ult. But he can provide that value with the ult if he does combo. And I think his damage is respectable. The problem with Moon Knight is that he's really easily to 1v1 as like any other DPS. But this game is a team game, so if a Moon Knight gets caught out alone, then it's kind of on him, but he really just can't deal with flankers as well. It's kind of hard for him. Namor is like, I want to say he's like high A with Hulk. I think Namor is good, but maybe not the best option. I think he is a real good pick. Actually, he's low S. Namor's low S. I think the character's really good. The new buffs that they gave him were insane the last season. Still really good team up. The ult is insane still, if used correctly with combos and whatnot. Definitely a good choice. 100% a good choice. Penny Parker, map dependent hero, but she's not terrible. I think she's like B. She can be used correctly. If she's used in the right maps, in the right situations, against the right comps, the character's actually really good. Problem with me for Penny is the ult sucks. I feel like if they don't rework the ult or change it whatsoever, she's always going to be kind of whatever, I think. She's going to always be used for map dependent situations, and she's just not going to be thriving at all. Warlock is S tier, probably the second best DPS in the game. I would say she's above Mag. This character's insane for like soul carry. She can do a bit of everything, kill tanks, she can kill DPS, she can harass the support, she can help your front line. Ult is always going to be really good because of the way it can just force out everything. Characters just, I hate it. I hate how good she is, and she's probably always going to be good. In the right player's hands, this character is Thanos, and it'll continue to be the case going forward, I think. Punisher is like A tier, I'd say. He's definitely above Hela. I want to say he's above Iron Man. I think he's like above Jeff. I think he's like there right now. In fact, I think Jeff is down here with Adam. I forgot to put him where he should be in A tier. I think Jeff is probably like here with Adam. I think Adam might be more consistent to use in triple support. But Punisher, nothing's really changed with him. People just know how to play against him a bit better because it became meta a little bit ago. But the character is really good in team play. If your Punisher's out of position or positions poorly, he's easy to be punished. No pun intended. But the character's like an all-rounder. He can do a bit of everything. He's tanky, and he's a bit tanky, but he's got good consistent damage, and I think he's not too hard to play either. Rocket Raccoon. Rocket's like C tier support, bro. If Phoenix is open, this character sucks. You're just better off playing at a lot of other things, I can't lie. I generally think you're just better off playing so much other things. The amp is too easy to kill. Like high level play, the amp is just going to be permadead. If you're playing this character when like Loki, Luna, Invis, Cloak, like all those supports are open, you're trolling the game. And they're never going to be banned. Those 4 supports are never going to be banned, always. So I think Rocket just sucks. He's just dog shit. That's my 2 cents. Scarlet Witch is D tier. I'm not going to talk about her. SpiderMan's like B tier here. And if you use the cheese factor, he's like A tier. But like average Spider-Man player who doesn't know how to cheese correctly is going to be like B tier. If it's like high level Spider-Man, he's like around about here. The character is really annoying if he can cheese you off the map. He's pretty good in the right player's hands, but he's just really hard to play. I don't think he's as good as he was last season, so I'm going to put him in B. But the character could use some changes. His team up's like whatever, but he's not terrible. He's not terrible like a lot of Spider-Man players would like you to know, or would tell you. Squirrel Girl is like B tier. She's like a whatever hero again. It's map dependent. Just cheese factor, farm ult fast, throw it in, hopefully you get a kill. I just think it doesn't really work as well against good teams. But if you do like the 4 DPS comp at the start of the game, you can like spam the enemies out and kill them. The character's really annoying, but I don't think she's crazy. Like, you can 1v1 a score and kill her pretty easily. She's really susceptible to being dived by a lot of players. Star-Lord got a really nice buff actually. He got the 25 bonus health on rolls. He can't stack that, but just the fact that every time he rolls, he gets that extra bit of survivability has made him more like Psylocke, where she gets the shields, which I think has put him up a bit. Normally I'd give him like a B tier, but I think Star-Lord's like a solid character. I think he's like above Hela. I think Star-Lord's here. The team up is not so good though, because you have to play Rocket. But Star-Lord with the new change that they gave to his rolls, very good for 1v1 now. Nice change. I think Star will be played a lot more often. I don't think he's crazy good, but he's more likely to be picked. Storm still has her place in the meta. She still has those comps that she's good in, she thrives in. Giving damage boost to your entire team is always going to be a valued thing. Played with Punisher comp, she's really good. I would say she's probably behind Hela. I think Storm ult is still good, but it's not crazy. It's not crazy at all. Now Thor is interesting because I think they actually gave him some super nice buffs, but no one's talking about it. He gets like crazy shields now. Like constantly. You can constantly cycle your Thor force now. And it's like really consistent damage. Combos are super fucking smooth to use on him now. I think if used in a triple tank comp, where you use him as like a pseudo DPS, Thor could be like A tier, bro. I swear Thor could be like A tier. Especially with the new change that they made to his lightning realm, where the lightning realm can bring people down and stop a lot of like ultimates and abilities from even going off. I think Thor is maybe like here. I think maybe here. Slept on. 100% slept on. Venom's S tier in my opinion. I think the character has been used a lot in high level play. His damage is really good. His pressure is really good. His diving potential is really good. The character will be played a lot more in pro play, I think, going forward, unless they change him drastically. But Venom is in a good spot. 100% he's in a good spot. There's a lot of situations where I play Venom over Cat because we just need more damage to burst through. And that's where I play him. His ult's really good. The slow that they gave on his right click is insane now. And I think he's definitely got a good place in the season right now. Bucky is always going to be good. All-rounder. I think he's probably up here. I think he's above here, yeah. I think Bucky's a solid pick always. He's an all-rounder. He's a brawler. He gets shields on all of his abilities. He's very... what's the word? He easily rewards players. I think he's a very easy character to play. He is a very easy character. You get rewarded for just pressing buttons. You don't have to even land the cooldowns. You just get the shields, which helps with the survivability a lot. I also think his gun is super easy to aim. It's like the biggest projectile in the fucking world. It's like the size of your mum's asshole, bro. It's like that, yay big. Wolverine. I think Wolverine's not S tier anymore. But he's like high A. I think he's like here. I don't think Wolverine's S tier. He's nowhere near as fun as he was before when he had more leaps. And I feel like they kind of gutted the character's fun factor for me at least. I'm not playing him nearly as much as I was before. He's more reliant on team up, which is kind of lame. And the team up itself is not even that good anymore. And you don't get your ult nearly as much as you did before. I think he's still good, but he has way less carry potential as he did before. The character's oppressive, but if you play into like actually good tank players, and you will struggle to extract the value that you're trying to get. I don't think he's as oppressive as he was before. And that's why I'm not going to put him in S. I don't think he's quite S. He's too situational now. He's way too situational. He was actually better before he got the team up than he is now. Mr. Fantastic. D tier. Fuck you. Invis Woman. I think Invis Woman is probably like... I want to say she's like... Okay, I'm going to move Adam down to B. High B. Invis Woman down to high B. And Jeff down to low... Yeah, I'm going to move Jeff probably here. There you go. That's better. That's better. I think Invis Woman is... She's whatever. She's got really good... She doesn't have really good utility. It's just the boop. The boop's good utility. I think she's good against divers, like BP. But her ult is just terrible. Her ult is so bad, bro. Like, so many things can just die through the ult. There's so many ways to kill through the ult. I think the ult's only good for just, like, cutting someone off and killing them. And pulling them in. But yeah, I would say that I'd put Invis Women here. Thing. Thing's like B tier as well. I think Thing is like, probably... I'm going to put him with BP because he counters BP. Thing's solid. He does his job. He counters certain characters, but against Poke he just gets absolutely railed. He can be just like unkillable sometimes for whatever reason, but I think the character is susceptible to being shot down by a lot of the heroes that can be opened and played. He can deal with flyers somewhat, but the flyers getting killed by Thing is mostly just skill issue. Torch is S tier, best DPS in the game, best character in the game, S tier. They need to make his hitbox bigger, but the Torch is just always going to be amazing because his kit is crazy. In nature is crazy, you know. The character has so much character potential, area denial, burst damage, really good ult, really good mobility, survivability. Like, he's got so much going for him, bro. So much going for him. Emma, S tier. S tier, probably below Mag. She's not as valuable as Mag, I would say, but she is really oppressive into certain things. It depends what you want to play. If you're playing Poke, you can deal with Emma way more than if you're playing like melee / dive characters, because you actually have to play into the Emma. But Emma's still a really good character, really cancer to play into. If the Emma player is insane, then you will fucking hate your entire game. You will hate it. Guaranteed. Ultron's S tier. I think he's the best third support that you can play. He's really good at dealing with a lot of comps, like flyer comps. He can be played alongside flyer comps. He's good at dealing with dive, but he's good at playing alongside dive also. His ult is really good for tempo and just trying to trade picks fast, keep someone alive. The character is amazing. Just use it instead of like a second DPS, you play Ultron. He just provides so much good brutality. Very good character. Phoenix, S tier, behind Psylocke. Phoenix has got amazing ult, overloaded kit. She's got flight, she's got invulnerability, she's got self-healing, 275 HP, really good hit scan potential, burst damage potential, AoE damage, stun. I think that's everything. But yeah, the character's super loaded kit. If you use your ult, it's the second life. It can also just one-shot everyone if comboed correctly. Yeah, the character is really good, and in the right player's hands, she's amazing. I don't know why they haven't patched the bug where if you spam your flight and hold quick melee, you can spam your quick melee and insta-kill people. They need to patch that out of the game. If they're going to patch the Blade double dash tech, then patch that, please. Thank you. Blade. Blade is the best character in the game, and everyone is talking shit on him, bro. Blade is the best character in the game. The character has anti-heal. He has the best fucking gun in the game, bro. The shotgun fucks. The ult is so good. The ult is so good. New tech has been found. The ult can insta-kill people if used correctly. Crazy mobility. Crazy survivability. If you use the block correctly, you can survive basically anything. You can survive any ult. You can block any stun you want. It's just skill issue. It's just skill issue. You all have skill issue, and that's why I talk shit on Blade. Blade is the best character in the game, bro. Best character, best DPS. You're gonna find out. Everyone's gonna be playing him soon. They're gonna overbuff the character, and everyone's gonna be playing him. I'm telling you, he's already good. Already good. The sword could use a buff though. I can't lie, but it's good for farming ult and killing tanks in 1v1. Blade is the best character in the game. Sorry, it's just the truth, and I have proof. I have proof. I'm building my evidence. I'm building my case for Blade. I'm building it. Anyways, I'm gonna call it there, chat. That's the tier list. You guys all have a good one.